Greetings YouTube, happy Cyber Monday and welcome to a video I promised would happen. And what do you know, we are here today to look at the offers that several of you at around 3 a.m. my time messaged me on the line app asking if I was serious and this is really going to happen. Yes, you can put down your pitchforks at least for today. And not only this, but if you click on this video, I'm going to compare these offers to last year's offers as I have both videos in front of me that I reviewed last year. And so we're going to see what the actual value has increased from 2017 to 2018. So happy Cyber Monday, everyone. Let's talk about the offers. And we're going to start, of course, with the cash-based offers that are trying to incentivize you to get them. You'll get the units plus these bonus items. And yes, no matter what, you're going to have to grade these as top tier level offers because everything is a bonus because you get the units just like you would before. Now, last year, the $5 offers included one Tier 4 Basic and one Lesser Attack Boost, along with one Energy Refill. Now we have that one Tier 4 Basic, and you have 400 4-star Hero Crystal Shards in replacement of the Lesser Attack Boost, the 10%. And the Energy Refill, I think they probably did that partially because we get so many more Energy Refills now with those peak milestones that they're just not as advantageous. I will take 400 4-star shards over the Lesser Attack Boost, though, especially if you're a newer player and you really need 4-star crystals. Now, this quickly jumps up. Last year in the $10 amount, we had kind of the same situation, but this is definitely buffed up a little bit. So we had the Tier 4 Basic, but then we had a 15% health boost and some Tier 4 Class Catalyst Fragment Crystals. This has been replaced with 30 class-based 4-star Signature Stone Crystals and 1,000 4-star Hero Crystal Shards. So if you were to get both of these, you would almost have enough crystals to get yourself a 4-star Hero Crystal and 2 Tier 4 Basics. I really like that. I wish that the 4-star Signature Stones were not class-based, but they were generic, but still gotta love how these two have improved from last year. Now we're going to move over to the right. We're going to see Tony Stark's Briefcase. Now for $30, this is huge. This is the best that we have seen because you get 2 Tier 4 Class Catalyst Crystals, which is fantastic given that those are still so hard for so many intermediate summoners to get. And besides that, you get one 4-star Hero Crystal. Last year, you got the 4-star Hero Crystal, but, and some of you might have preferred this, you got a 4-star class-based Awakening Gem, a Lesser Champion Boost for both attack and health, a 10%er, and 1 Energy Refill. So that's all been replaced with those 2 Tier 4 Class Catalyst Crystals. I guess it depends what catalyst you need, but those were reserved last year for the $50 offer, and you only got 1. So let's move over to the right, and we will see for $50. Time to milk the whales, right? You get a Tier 2 Alpha. This is the cheapest we have ever seen a Tier 2 Alpha and 7,500 5-star Hero Crystal Shards, plus an extra 18,000 Tier 2 Alphas or 1.5 Tier 2 Alphas, and you can limit 3, okay? You can limit 3 of those. So in theory, holy cow, you can get 3 fully formed Tier 2 Alphas plus 22,000 5-star Hero Crystal Shards plus an additional 1.5 Tier 2 Alphas. So that's, what, 4.5 Tier 2 Alphas for $150? Best value we have ever seen. And I think I know somebody who's going to rank up Stark Spidey. Just think about how this is different than last year where we got a 4-star generic Awakening Gem, 1 Tier 4 Class Catalyst Crystal, and then a Greater Champion Boost. This thing is insanely ramped up. Kabam deserves all the credit. They must have fired whoever made those Black Friday deals because these are what we're talking about. Now, last year, before we go to the right, we had a 5-star Awakening Gem Crystal for $100, 2 Tier 4 Class Catalyst, which we've seen all the way move from the $100 to the $30 offer, and then a Greater Champion Boost and an Energy Refill. Now, we have 6-star Hero Shards, a fully formed 5-star Crystal, and they brought back the Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragment July 4th offer, which limits 3, which will give you 1/3 of a Tier 5 Basic. So if you buy all 3, which of course is $300, you'll get 1 fully formed Tier 5 Basic, 3 5-star Heroes, and 75% of a 6-star Crystal. Believe it or not, as OP as that is, the $50 one, especially for players who aren't really caring right now about 6 stars and really aren't in a position to rank up a 5-star past rank 4. The $50 one, I mean, think about it. You get 15,000 5-star hero crystal shards for $100 versus 10,000 since it's a basic crystal of the 100. And you get 3 tier 2 alphas for $100 if you buy 2 of the Black Panthers versus 1 of the Odin. So I think for a lot of players, it's smarter to buy 2 of the Black Panthers treasure than it is to buy 1 of the All-Fathers Odins. Either way, amazing values, and I am so excited to announce, and I'll be talking about this a lot more in my opening video of these offers, but there's a guy by the name of Dage, it's like Luke Cage, but with a D, who was willing to message me and sponsor my Cyber Monday opening. I have the first, maybe only ever sponsor for a video on my channel, and he is sponsoring my ability to get these Cyber Monday offers and rank up Stark Spidey. Talk about an incredible human being. Okay, so now, bonuses when buying units, we have seen this, right? And those are incredible. However, there is a second part of this offer, and it is strictly the unit-based offers, which we also have reference to last year. Now, last year, for 1,000 units, you got 500 4-star Hero Crystal Shards, 1,500 5-star Hero Crystal Shards, 1 Tier 4 Basic, and some fragments. Now, you get 2,000 5-star Hero Crystal Shards, so they have changed the ratio to 2 to 1 for 5-star shards. 1,000 4-star Hero Crystal Shards, they've doubled that. 1 Tier 4 class Catalyst, that is fantastic. 2 Tier 4 Basics and 2 Tier 1 Alphas. That is the best 1,000 units we have seen overall, especially because of the Tier 4 class Catalyst. If you don't do anything else, I would highly recommend that top tier value for 1,000 units. Now, it jumps from 1,000 to 4,000 to 10,000. Now, 4,000 units gets you an additional Tier 2 Catalyst, Alpha Catalyst, which was reserved last year for the 10,000 units. A 4-star Awakening Gem, which this is where this isn't as best of a value, because really, if they wanted you to wail out on your units, you should have the 5-star Awakening Gem for 5,000 units. Because keep in mind, we just got one for $70, which is what, about 2,100 units. And so now they're saying for 5,000 units, you get a 4-star one. However, you do get 8,000 5-star Hero Crystal Shards, so they've kept the 2 to 1 ratio in terms of units to 5-star Hero Crystal Shards, 1,500 4-star Hero Crystal Shards, and then between the two, 500,000 gold. Now, this is the big question. Are you going to want to whale out for the 10,000 bonus units? We get the 5-star Awakening Gem, which I predicted yesterday would be the case. This is not going to be a popular decision at all, just like it wasn't on July 4th, because last year you could get a 5-star Awakening Gem for $100, but they've switched it so they can ask you to pay multiple hundreds of dollars worth of Odins, and that's why it's going to cost you 15,000 units for the same price that you got last year for $100 or 1 Odin of cash. That is not the best decision for the player base, especially if you need a 5-star Awakening Gem, but it is what it is. That is the new level of gameplay that we find ourselves in. 2 Tier 2 Alpha Catalysts, 10 Tier 1 Alphas, 3 Tier 4 class Catalysts, 22,500 Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments. Okay, that is really what is going to bring people in. 20 5-star Signature Stones. I'm guessing that those are not generics, but maybe they are. I hope they are. And 1 million gold. Now, YouTube, I got to be honest. If the 10,000 unit deal did not include the 22,500 Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments, I would not be interested in it. But I am ready to rank up Stark Spidey as fast as humanly possible, and I only have about half of 1 Tier 5 Basic and only 3 Tier 2 Alphas. So if I go hard on all of these offers, I'll be just about in position, especially with Alliance War Season Rewards coming out this week, to take Spidey up from rank 1 to rank 5. So I will be most likely getting all of these, but it's thankfully, and I'll give this guy a shout out again, thanks to Mr. Dage, who has sponsored all of my Cyber Monday openings today in order to get me the ability to rank up Spidey. What an incredible, generous person he is. And thank you again, sir. I'll be shouting you out multiple times. So basically, Here's the deal. If you aren't like me, if you don't have a sponsor, or if you can't afford it, let's say you're just a free-to-play player, I would recommend only going for the 1,000-unit bundle. I think the 4,000-unit bundle is not a great value at all. If the 5-Star Awakening gym was in there, I would think differently. But if you're not going to spend any cash, I would just take advantage of the 1,000-unit offer, and that's it. I do think the best value for cash is by far the Black Panther's Treasure. If you don't care right now about ranking up 5 stars to rank 5 or 6 stars to rank 2, you're going to want to just get at least one of those Black Panther's Treasure, because the tier 2 alphas and especially the 5-star Hero Crystal Shards are an incredible deal. Now, of course, if you can afford it, I'm sure you're going to be going All Father's Odin's Vault, maybe even the limit of 3. But I also want to keep in mind that if you are needing to clear a bunch of content, like say Act 4 even, don't be so tempted that you blow 4,000 units on a really bad 4,000 unit offer when all you really need to do is save those 4,000 units to either awaken better masteries in your mastery tree, which will in long term do you much better in terms of progression in the game, or save those for potion and revive deals, which you will desperately need, even if you're just like me, waiting to clear the variant content difficulty that I haven't been able to yet. So, happy Cyber Monday to everybody. I tried to cram this in less than 15 minutes. That was my goal. We are at 11, so I'm thankful for that. I'll post this to YouTube as soon as possible, and please let me know what you think in the comments below. The only shady thing I can think of is that just like July 4th, we have moved what used to be the 5-Star Awakening gem from the 3,100 All Father's Odin Vault value for $99.99 to the 15,000 one. That's going to keep a lot of people from getting their hands on a 5-Star Awakening gem, and I think that's really too bad. That's really the only negative thing I have to say. Otherwise, thank you to Kabam for giving us these Cyber Monday offers, and thank you, Mr. Dage, for allowing me to purchase these later on today when I do a separate video on the openings. Thanks so much for watching, YouTube. Have a great Cyber Monday.